Do you have a bottleneck in your production? Well, Brown Holmes did until they invested in Fusion 360 from Autodesk.
Team members, yeah, they say we've got 6 seats at the moment, and the more people that look at it, the more people want to use the Fusion 360.
The easiness, the simplicity of it, user-friendly, which has helped me massively in my day-to-day routine.
It's all just a lot faster than doing it on the control.
It's allowed us to make everything a lot quicker, a lot more fluid.
It's a way of empowering the guys that they're in control of their own, the programs and the products and the components they produce.
So Paul, what was the issue that you had then?
Lyndsey, the scenario was I wouldn't say fortunate enough, but we'd been good enough to take a large order that in time has almost doubled our turnover, and we needed to get this throughput, and the traditional ways of the offline programming needed to change. The demand was such that we'd even taken guys, ex-apprentices, out of the design office to go back onto the machines to work shift patterns. It was through one of the conversations with one of these ex-apprentices, Ashley, that we found out that machines had limitations, and so we started to look at different ways of doing things. The Autodesk Fusion 360 was embedded in our Inventor software anyway, and we started to marry the two together, and we found that we had an ideal opportunity to use Fusion line side on the machines, taking away the need to go through the direct routes that we normally had, and now we have 6 seats of Fusion sat machine side, and the guys are producing effectively quality products almost straight away.
Ash, it was yourself that first recommended Fusion 360 to Paul and the team, so how have you implemented it?
So we now have programming stations across the factory. We have 3 down here and 3 at our other site. With integrated tool libraries that allow the guys to pick up any tool that's been used on either site, on any station, and allow that to be implemented straight onto the machines. That's given us a standardisation across the factory floor and given us a much better workflow to allow the guys to know what we have in stock and allow us to then use that to cut down times. We found that the communication between people has improved exponentially. The fact that we can leave information onto the models and put everything in one place has made our lives a lot easier.
I've been using Fusion 360 now roughly about 18 months. Before that, we had to rely on the team lead to do the programming, which, because there's 9 of us, there's a queuing system, and I have to wait then, so machine time is down. But me using 360, I'll be able to do my own programming, job from start to finish, spindles are turning, so production rate is at a maximum.
I've been using Fusion for about 10 months now. I no longer have to rely on a senior engineer or an offline programmer to get my work done. I can do it all on Fusion now. It's freed up a couple of other guys. It gives me a little bit more responsibility, and I'm learning, so I'm happy.
So Paul, we found out the story now, but how do you quantify the production changes then?
As I already mentioned, the turnover is almost doubled of the business. Saying that, we've kept the same amount of employees. Problem reporting has reduced by 35%, and the cost incurred along with that have also reduced. Still producing the products, we're more effective and we're more efficient, and yeah, the throughput has doubled, as I keep saying.
And your team members, they're a lot happier, aren't they?
The team members, yeah, they say we've got 6 seats at the moment, and the more people that look at it, the more people want to use the Fusion 360. Yeah, and it's a way of empowering the guys that they're in control of the programs and the products and the components they produce. We've got a machining extension as well, which gives us full 5-axis capability. And yeah, over time, with the more complex parts, yeah, that training might go outside of Brown Holmes, but we're in a good position to start at the moment.